Hi guys, Mark the Knife Maker 123 back with part 2 of the Bannock experiment. Once again, I'd like to thank Surviving 2, Sarah Draining. Thank you, Sarah, for your comments. You're a sweetheart. And Black Oracle 69. I just finished watching all of his vids. If you guys get some time, check out Black Oracle 69. Look at my links to get to his. And if you want to see a lunatic destroy some really, really expensive knives, check out Nos4's channel. He's got lots of videos on just totally destroying knives. But anyway, before you go on out there and spend $400 or $500 on a custom-made knife that you think is indestructible and the best of the best, I make knives, and I can tell you that not all knives and not all steel is created equal. So watch Nos4's channel to get an idea of what some of the different price range blades out there are capable of. Like if you look at my favorites, he did one on Cheaper Than Dirt's. Has a hard use knife for $9. And if you go and you watch the videos on how much he pounded that poor knife, you're not going to believe how the $500–600 custom knives just totally fall apart and break and disintegrate, and a $9 knife held up the test that the $500 ones failed. So once again, watch Nos4 when you want to get a kick out of someone destroying some really, really nice blades. Okay, I finished mixing up my Bannock mix. And I'll take a sheet of tin foil. I want to push it down in my pan. Just to make another little separate pan. I know you guys are cringing out there when you watch me do this. It's not the same as when I do it out in the woods, or when anyone does it out in the woods. But if you watch my other video on the stuff that I generally take out with me, it's just stuff that I add hot water to, or open up a can of something. When I'm out there with my son or with friends, it's generally not like you see in the videos. I don't know what you guys are doing with your friends, but I won't get into what some of my friends are doing while I'm trying to do this stuff. But they do like me going, because they know that no matter what, I always have extras and spares. Their idea of a weekend survival kit is a 12-pack and a couple packs of cigarettes, and they go on out there with a sleeping bag. Anyway, sorry to babble. I'll try and come up with something better to babble about. The videos that I'm going to be doing coming up, that's definitely something that I hope you guys are going to get a kick out of this. I'm going to do a live webcam showing out in our backyard. So when it's 20 below outside, you'll see me out in our backyard making the shelter and staying in it for a whole weekend out there. Hopefully I won't have to wait for too long to get a real cold spell like that, so I can do the video. Anyway, this stuff, you saw me adding the raisins and more sugar, and it tastes like a cookie mix. I mean, it tastes really good. The easiest way to do this, or to take something out that you want to cook really quick, bring out the cookie dough that's already pre-cut up. There's so many different things you can cook, so I'll just stick to this video. It's like when your mom made the cookies and you had to whip the bowl up. Anyway, I made it pretty good this time. So all I'm going to do is close this up. Not really tight. I'm just going to close it up. I'm going to take it out and set it down. One of the tricks I saw, I think it was on Black Oracle, where he took some tin foil. I'll try and get it in can for you. Pretty big piece, and then just roll it up. That's what I can't wait to try this. You can use rocks and stuff. That's what I generally use. And the few times that I've experimented with this stuff, we tried making pizza. We tried making pretty much everything you can. If you can bring a truck or something, you can bring the coolers and have just a normal weekend. But when I do the strict backpack, when I walk out, like when we go out up to Pennsylvania and stuff, I just bring the mountain house and many more. I don't rely on too much on really stuff that you have to cook. Okay, anyway, I just put this, balled it up, sorry to babble, set that in the bottom. Before I do that, I'm going to do this tiny side up around the pot. I know you guys might be cringing, but I'm trying it my way. Okay, I'm going to put the Bannock mix on the inside. And I'm going to try and go around and fold the whole thing in. Make it like a baking oven. Normally with corn or potatoes, we just roll it up with all our shish kebab ingredients and put it right by the coals and play with it. We don't even do that too often. We don't generally do this too often. I do it now and then. If you're watching your videos, I'm trying to make my own. So you've seen the alcohol burners. I'm using right now the end of my 91% isopropyl alcohol. And I'm going to switch over to heat and maybe try some methanol. A lot of my friends are into cars and bikes and stuff, and I know they got it and I know they use it. And I've never even thought about using methanol. But thank you, Hiram, for doing your latest videos on this stuff. Okay, normal Q-tip, Ranger Sparker Bic lighter. You can zoom up. It's empty. You can put a cotton ball in there if you want. I did the wire around the top. Gives a pretty good spark. Just spark the tip a couple times, and that gets the alcohol burner going. If you use a normal match, you can just drop the match in there. I've done that quite a few times. And before it gets too hot, I took an old doormat, a hard rubber doormat, or you can use a tire to make a little square so I can do these experiments in the house on a table without burning the table down. Because these things do get really hot. Be really careful. And for all you guys going crazy with worrying about the rubber O-ring in here, generally to put one of these out, you just set the top on there for a second, it'll put it out, and then you set the cap down, so you really don't have to worry about burning the O-ring unless you just set it on there and leave it on there. Generally when I put this out, I set the top on there, it goes right out, and I set that on the ground so this is cool, and then I put the top on. Sorry to babble. Okay guys, start the clocks. I'm looking at my clock. It's too late. Okay, I'm going to put that on there for about 15-20 minutes, and then I'll open it up and check it out to see how it came out this time. Okay, thanks for listening to me babble. I'll be back with part 3 to show how it came out and to say how it tastes and to babble about some more stuff. Thanks for watching.